me to have to defend crazy religious Jews in this debate, ladies and gentlemen. But this is what I'm going to have to do, because much of the propositions case today has been based on ignorance. These are the rhetorics of a secular person. This is the case of a secular team. They have no idea what it means to have religious beliefs, and that's why they told us all that they have told us, and I'll be getting to that in just a second. And I'll have quite a lot of rebuttal, but it will be worth the wait, trust me. Let's take a look at some of the additional things Lizzie had told us. First, she said lastly, she said, basically, First, she said that we agreed to bomb orphanages. Well, as an English person, Lizzie, I would expect you to be able to discern sarcasm, okay? I'm not that quick in English as I am in Hebrew, guys, shut up, okay? Uri said both are very wrong and unacceptable, okay? Secondly, her last point was that it prevents extremism because people will say, oh, they desecrated our place, so we don't have to kill them. We can just settle for desecrating their place. I have 3 words: Israel-Arab conflict. Clearly that works in real life, Lizzie. Okay. What else? Demoralization. I'm going to be dealing with that at length in my own substantive material. So finally, the speaker for Nottingham asked us for criteria of what's legitimate and what's not. And I'm sorry, honestly, Dublin. Okay, asked us for a criteria. And we say that our premise in this debate is that proposition agrees that some things are illegitimate in war. Some things like bombing orphanages, poisoning rivers, stopping food from reaching civil population. If they don't agree to that, then they are crazy. Okay? But if they agree to that, then all we have to do in this debate is to show you how religion is identical to these criteria. And that is what we were doing. So they told us, Lizzie told us, that food is not as, religion is not as important as food. These are only buildings, and they can go and pray in the church down the street. And these, we say, is the rhetorics of a secular person. Because there is no difference between what Lizzie said in the view of a religious person to telling you guys that if we kill the queen, that's no problem, because that doesn't stop you from finding another woman and crowning her. Doesn't stop you from practicing monarchy. It's exactly the same thing. Some people, they agreed that food and water are very basic. For you, food and water are more important than religion, but for many people around the world, faith in their God is more important than food and water. We see Muslims committing suicide in the defense of the sanctity of their God. We see Buddhists starve themselves. We see Jews during the Spanish Inquisition that rather die than convert to Christianity. Okay, to these people, religion was more important than life itself. So if you defend their right in times of war to receive food and water, which is the source to life itself, how can you not defend to give them something that is more important than life itself in their view? And we don't think your personal secular views hold in this debate. Go.
Do you think maybe the fact that they think that religion is more important than life itself means they might surrender and the world...
No, and that's what my next point is going to prove. Actually, my second point is going to prove. First of all, let's talk about... No, I'll do that first just for you. They said it will demoralize, and I want to further analyze the nature of religious belief. Because when does a person surrender and fold? When we hurt him, weaken him, and then he knows he has other things to lose and he's too weak to defend them, so he folds. But when doesn't he surrender and fold? When he has nothing more to lose. Now what we say is, because we have proved to you that religion is above all else for these people, if you defy the sanctity of their faith, and Lizzie made it sound like you're just preventing them from praying on Sunday. No, you're defiling it. We saw what happened with the cartoons of Muhammad in Denmark, okay? It was a damn cartoon. It made them kill people. It made many Muslims kill innocent civilians. It was just a cartoon. So the sanctity, the mere sanctity that you defile is more important to them than life itself. If you made them lose that, then you didn't hurt them just enough in order to get them to fold. You hurt them too much, to the extent that they think that the Holy of Holies, the most important things to them, is lost. They have nothing else to live Therefore, they don't care about anything else. They don't want to fall. They want vengeance. And we see the Israel-Arab conflict as a very good example of that. Obviously, these people have more things to live for. They still have their territory to defend, their children to love, no thank you, their jobs to protect. But when we defile their sanctity, when we draw cartoons from cloud, when we throw a pig leg, stupid Jews, when we throw a pig leg in their mask, I'm sorry, okay? When we throw a pig leg in their mask, they don't care about anything else. We say it doesn't demoralize them. It causes them to feel as though they have been hurt so badly that all is lost and all they want is to retaliate. That's the nature of religious belief. It doesn't cause demoralization. It causes fanaticism. No, thank you, sir. So, and you have to realize that's the nature of religious belief. Now, I know it sounds silly to most of you because we are all secular, but to an extreme religious person, that is reality. One more point. They told us that they go to war against countries, and we suggest that religion are not owned by countries, but rather by population that are spread around the world. Now, we say when a country goes to war, it goes to war in the name of its own citizens. Some of its citizens are members of the same religion they now desecrate. Okay? We say a country has no right to go to war against the values of the same citizen in whose name, in their name, it goes to war. We say when a country, out of order, when a country desecrates a mosque, it commits a crime against its own Muslim citizens. When it desecrates a church, it commits a crime against its own Christian citizens. Those citizens never agreed to it. They never would have agreed to it. We say this is a clear violation of the country's contract with its own citizens, which is completely illegitimate. And I will add one thing more. Not even desecrating a mosque is not only a crime towards Muslims, because religious sanctity is universal. When you hurt religious sanctity, you don't only, it doesn't matter if you hurt a mosque or a synagogue, you don't only hurt Muslims or Jews, you hurt everyone that is God-fearing. And that is completely illegitimate to do that to the citizens of your own country. And on these grounds, we beg to oppose.